There is so much sadness and grief in the biblical passages we just saw and read. And we all, at some point in our lives, felt exactly the same way. We felt as if our God does not hear our prayers. We felt maybe that His help is being delayed when we most need it. How does one feel when we open our hearts to God, when we bring our hopes and our worries to Him, and our prayers remain unanswered? Perhaps we felt disappointed and heartbroken. Perhaps we felt as if our faith is not sufficient. Maybe we felt abandoned, rejected, and as if we are not truly loved by God. Maybe we questioned the real, living presence of God in our lives. Or perhaps we felt angry. Sometimes our anger at God is obvious to us. At other times, however, it can manifest itself in more hidden, non-obvious ways. Depression, spiritual sadness, avoidance of God and of spiritual things, loss of hope, or a reduction in asking things of God in prayer. Often we are likely to minimize our anger towards God by saying to ourselves that we are merely disappointed or frustrated. But God Himself seems to say over and over again in the scriptures that He wants us to talk to Him and to tell Him how we exactly feel. The book of Psalms is a good example. There we find the whole spectrum of human emotions present. Some of the prayers are expressions of joy, exaltation, hope, gratitude, dejection, hatred, despair, and anger. Yes, even anger at God. Therefore, God tells us that even if we are angry with Him, we should speak with Him. We should bring our anger to Him, and we should tell Him how we exactly feel. God knows that we sometimes feel this way. Even if on the intellectual level we understand that God is probably not the cause and the source of all the pain and struggles we experience, we still might feel heartbroken about His intention, His inaction, His silence, and delay in our lives. God doesn't want our prayers to be suppressed, to be pretentious or phony. If anger becomes the obstacle, that wall that separates us from God, then we should bring it to Him. This unexpressed spiritual anger holds our souls hostage. It has power over us. Expressing our anger reduces the power it holds over us. Let us open our hearts to God today. Let us all tell Him precisely what bothers us, how we truly feel. Let us break the chains of anger that holds us back from being in a true relationship and presence of our Lord. And most importantly, let us all remember that even in His silence and delay, God is truly present in our lives. His delay and His silence so often are the result and expression of His love, even when it is hard for us to understand and comprehend it fully through the struggles and pain we experience.